So I was laying in bed checking Facebook this morning because that's what, like, everyone does always. But no, I was checking Facebook. I saw a bunch of posts of people saying that a bunch of random Cartoon Network shows run Netflix. So I go on Netflix, and they have, like, all these goddamn Cartoon Network shows. Like, all the old cartoon shit. And it's just like, Netflix, you just got a lot cooler. And I have a lot more to watch now because old cartoons, yes. But anyways, hey guys, we got a match here today against HELLO0709 or something like that. It's numbers with zeros and it's 7 and 9. So there, that's that. But anyways, it's an OU match. Using this weird ass team from a long time ago. It's CB Landorus, Life Orb Heatran, Defensive Swampert, Scarfed Latios, Scarf Scizor, and a special defensive Celebi. I don't know. When I battled that one guy who used a Scarf Scizor, I kind of got inspired to bring back this old team because I was like, I remember Scarf Scizor. I should use it again. So that's what I decided to do. Opponent, he's kind of got, you know, we're kind of matched in weirdness in a sense. I mean, he's got the Aerodactyl to balance out my Scizor, and then, you know, he's got some nice stuff otherwise. Main threats I'm looking at his end is, like, that Zapdos and that Hydreigon mainly. Like, and then Infernape to some extent, but Hydreigon, it can tear through holes in my team if I don't play around it right, but I should be able to, considering I do have a few dudes who can take it well enough, and I want to try and paralyze it as soon as possible, because then Scizor can have a field day. But leads on his end, I wasn't quite sure. I thought he would go with Aerodactyl, but I was a bit sketchy on it, so I decided to go with Landorus, because I felt like it would still match up pretty well against most of his leads, in case you want to lead with Metagross or something. But he does lead with Aerodactyl, so I'm like, okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to U-turn out. I don't really care what he does. He does Stone Edge, which does a lot, but it, you know, doesn't do too incredibly much to where Landorus can't be useful. So I'm just going to go to Latios, and I figure he's just going to try and go for another move and just sack this. So I'm just going to go for Surf to take him out. But now I do reveal that I'm Scarfed, but I'm not really too concerned with it because I can still have plenty of visas for Latios later. But he goes into Zapdos. I have no idea what it's going to do, so I'm just going to go to Celebi because I figure I can take most of its moves well enough. But he roars me back into Latios, so I'm just going to go for Trick. And he actually switches out to Vaporeon. I guess he thought that I would just Draco Meteor and that it wouldn't do much to Vaporeon, but now it's got a choice Scarf. So that works for me. And I'm just going to go for Dragon Pulse to get some damage off and see what he wants to lock himself into, or if he just wants a switch. But he does go for Ice Beam, so I know I can go out to something to take it. And I decided Swampert because I can get my rocks up eventually. Plus, he might just double switch, predicting me to go to something, so I figure Swampert should be a good thing to go into in most cases. But I just go for rocks because the most important move of the game. Because he's still got the Zapdos, but he just roars me into Landorus, so CB Stone Edge should fucking destroy this thing's life. But it lives, and I was honestly really surprised by that, because it's still a CB Landorus, and it's like, wow. I mean, I guess it might just have been me underestimating Zapdos' bulk, but still. But anyways, he does kill me off with HP Ice, which sucks, but I at least got that substantial damage off, so it's pretty nice. But I'm just going to go for Fire Blast with Heatran, because I thought he might predict me to go for, like, Dragon Pulse or some weird shit, so I was like, okay, well, let's predict something not Vaporeon coming in or whatever. I mean, I should have just gone for Dragon Pulse in the end, but I was stupid. But took out the Vaporeon with the HP Grass, and I still outspeed even with the Choice Scarf because he probably didn't have any speed investment, because most Vaporeons don't these days. But he's going to go into Infernape. I just decided to stay in and see what he's doing, and he does just go straight for close combat. But I do notice he has a Life Orb, so that means Latios is going to be pretty effective against this Infernape, so I'm just going to bring that in. He's going to bring Zapdos' Death Fodder, which is perfectly fine. I just go for Surf because I really don't know why I actually went for Surf. I guess in case Metagross came in and he predicted Dragon Pulse for some reason, but I didn't do that because that would have been stupid. But he goes into Hydreigon I can't even fucking say its name. Hydreigon now. And I'm like, okay, what's the most useless thing I have on my team? Celebi? Okay, let's see what this Hydreigon's doing. He just goes straight for Dragon Pulse, so it does a little bit, and this is, I think I said it was a special defensive Celebi, so it actually did a, you know, an amount that's respectable, so that was a thing. But I just decided to go for Thunder Wave because I don't see any Life Orb left over, so I'm going to assume Choice Scarf. And I wouldn't mind Thunder Waving anything that he has left on his team, so I'm just going to go for HP Fire on the Metagross that he brought in. And he just goes for Ice Punch, which will do a pretty hefty amount because my Celebi is special defensive and not regular defensive. Otherwise I would take it better, but I'm special defensive, so obviously it won't take it that well. But I'm going to go into Swampert because I saw he's going for Ice Punch. I know he's not locked into it because I saw the balloon, but whatever. But I thought he might want to switch there, so I was like, alright, he's going to predict Earthquake, so I'm going to go for Scalds. But he stays in. I'm like, well, another skull to take him out at the very least. Does get paralyzed. I don't know how much it really mattered because I don't know how much damage you would have done with a different move. Probably not that much anyway, so it probably didn't matter too much. But he can go back in Hydreigon. I'm like, I don't care what this thing's going to do. I'm going to go to Celebi anyways because, like I said, it's kind of the most useless thing on my team. Plus, if I can take 2 Dragon Pulses, I can get a Thunder Wave off, and that's always very nice. But he is just going to take me out with 2 Dragon Pulses as opposed to me taking 2 and then Thunder Waving him. But since I know he's probably locked into it, and if he isn't, I can outspeed him with Scarf Scizor. I'm going to go into Scizor and just go for U-turn because that's the safest thing to do. I mean, it's like I could have just gone for Superpower and probably just killed this ape or gotten close to it, but I was like, fuck it. But I'm going to Swampert. Really no reason why. I should have gone into Latios, but I think I just had some weird mindset of let's go to my wall and take a hit. But it doesn't really matter. But he brings in Hydreigon. I'm like, okay, I'm just going to click a button. Actually, well, more or less Ice Beam, but I mean, I knew I could take at least 1 hit, and he does go for Fire Blast, thinking I would switch out to Scizor, and at this point, he's just like, yeah, I'm gonna sack it, which is fine by me. I mean, I essentially have this game in the bag because I have both Scizor and Latios. I mean, I guess I wouldn't have to Swampert as death fodder in a sense, but it's like, I had no reason to fodder off Swampert when I could have just killed off Infernape with Latios, but whatever. I'm just crazy, but he's going to try and close combat me to take me out, but I take it since I'm a defensive Swampert, and just kill him off with the Scald, which will make it be the match. So, GG. Hello, dude. It was fun. Got to use some weird random ass shit, but I probably won't do it that much. But we'll see. But, yeah, that's it for this. I'm going to go watch random stuff on Netflix. Probably going to watch Billy and Mandy, actually. So, I'm going to go do that. So, hope you guys enjoyed. Such blah. Comment, sub, and later, guys.